YouTube, what's going on? It's your girl Telly. Welcome back to TelliVision87. Happy Monday to you guys. I know y'all normally see me on Tuesday mornings, but I had to come for a special review of the Real Housewives of Potomac. Okay, now this is the showdown between Karen and Charisse. Now we're finally gonna be able to see what exactly the beef is going on between these two, because it's been alluded to this whole season. Karen doesn't like Charisse. It is a known thing. Every time Charisse come around, Karen got the stank face, and Charisse is still trying to figure out, like, what's tea, like, what's the problem? Like, why don't you want to, bury the hatchet or whatever? And y'all remember, ever since Charisse at the reunion on that very first season, I believe, said something about Karen seeing some dude named Blue Eyes or whatever. Was supposedly a rumor she was out there getting her back blown out, getting taken out of town, on her husband Ray or whatever. So ever since then, Karen hasn't really seen it for Charisse. And even on this particular episode, the producers asked her in her confessional, like, hey, what do you think it is? And Charisse is like, well, I think Karen thinks that I know all her secrets, and she's probably right. So Karen don't want nothing to do with Charisse, because maybe she doesn't want whatever her tea is, to come out, and maybe Charisse, may or may not spill it, whatever. So they're at the dinner table. First of all, this is Ashley's birthday. They're in Mexico. So it's Ashley's trip, but Karen is there, as a co-host and just making sure everything goes smooth, helping Ashley out. So we'll back up to, what led up to this, but I just want to get to this part because this is what everybody want to see. So they get to the dinner, they sit down at the table, they come straggling in, one by one. And then when Charisse gets there, she sits down next to Giselle, and y'all know Giselle like to get it started. Say what you want about Giselle, but Giselle is doing her job. She is moving the story forward. So she's like, hey, look, Charisse, I want to know what's going on between you and Karen. Like, what's up? And then that's at the point where Charisse and Karen start having a conversation, and Charisse was like, hey, you know what? I just don't understand what it is, why that you don't want to be friends with me. And then they got into the topics of their parents passing, and who reached out to who or who didn't reach out to who. And it just kind of took a left turn, like really, really quick. And next thing you know, I didn't even hear Charisse say anything about Karen's mom. I believe all she said was, hey, when your mom passed, I reached out or something like that. She said she wasn't talking about Karen's mom, but she brought up Karen's mom because Karen brought up the fact that her mother and her father had passed, and then Charisse was saying that her father had passed, so they was both hurting over losing parents. And then next thing you know, Karen is like, well, what you will not do is you will not talk about my mother. You will not disrespect my mother. She just like starts going, and she's like, woo, this bitch is shaking the table. But she just kind of got up and like, did one of those. She like bammed on the table, whatever. Some of the glasses started moving. And everybody's kind of looking like, what is going on? The camera pans over to Ashley and Wendy, and they leaned over like this, like Ice Cube and Chris Tucker and Friday, like, damn, they did one of those. And Giselle is like, y'all know that face Giselle be making when she be looking crazy. Like, everybody is so confused. And Karen stands up, she starts yelling, she's pointing a finger in Charisse's face, like she want to get up and fight Charisse. And I'm just sitting here trying to figure out, like, well, what did Charisse say? Like, what? I don't know, but I know people is real sensitive about their mothers, especially if somebody has passed away or not. Y'all remember Basketball Wives a long time ago when Jennifer lost her mom And, you know, that was a very, very sensitive subject for her. And I'm only saying this because they put seasons 1 and 2 of Basketball Wives on Netflix, and I binged it the whole weekend and got my life all over again. But, you know, that with parents and passing away is sensitive. So I guess when Karen just heard Sharice say, you know, well, your mom, this, that, even though she wasn't saying anything bad, I'm still not sure exactly what she said, because Karen just like cut her off and just went crazy. Yeah, just like, I don't know. If y'all heard what Sharice said, y'all could drop it down. Y'all could clarify for your girl in the comments. But Karen was just like going in. So I guess next week we'll see that kind of play out further. But if Sharice has something on Karen, like it would have came out by now. If the blue eyes thing is that's what it is, and then they said in Miami that Karen was, you know, getting flown out of town or going out of town to see somebody who was not Ray, it would have came out by now. Or maybe Karen got whoever to sign an NDA. I don't know, but we don't have any proof. It's just rumors and allegations, whatever at this point. So if Karen don't want to be friends with Sharice, I mean, that's fine. They just gonna have to move on. But Sharice prying and be like, well, why don't you want to be my friend? I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. If you see that Karen is not here for you, Sharice, then she's not here for you. Just, you know, let it go. Let it go. But Sharice wanted an answer, but I kind of think she deserved it, because Karen never really clearly said why. She's like, she don't mess with Sharice, but she never said why, at least not to my knowledge. Maybe I missed it. So that's why I was like, well, what is it? Like, what did she do to you exactly to have you feeling some type of way? So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about that whole scene. Drop it down in the comments. And then this whole thing with Mia and Jacqueline, before the Karen's meltdown at the table, Jacqueline at another dinner or lunch or whatever it was supposed to be, just starts like going in on Mia. You know, I'm done with you. I'm done with you. I thought you were my friend, and I never slept with your husband. I would never sleep with your husband. And Giselle's like, well, she never said that you did. So, like, I don't know. Jacqueline just started, like, going in. She crying and everything. Mia's sitting over there just, like, don't give a crap about it. And Candace is like, yo, Mia, like, go talk to your friend. Go hash it out. And Mia's like, nah, I'm done with her. So Jacqueline is super emotional. I don't know. Maybe this was around the time, you know, when apparently she had her whole situation with her ex. I don't really know too much about that. But y'all tell me. Yeah, so maybe it was around that time, but then it was something else came up before, like they shared the same babysitter, and Mia felt like Jacqueline was kind of, you know, doing a little bit too much by always trying to drop her kids off with Mia's kids and the babysitter. And it was really, really strange. So, yeah, so I guess this is the start of them falling out. And I guess in time it was bound to happen, because we could already see in previous episodes, especially on that, you know, Karen's birthday trip or whatever, that they was just being real petty, real catty. And it was like what y'all got going on? Y'all friends just for the sake of being friends, but is this even a real friendship? Like, what's really going on? So we see their friendship start to crumble. And yeah, that was another moment. It was like what? It just went left real quick. It just escalated, and everybody's like confused. It was a lot of confusion in this episode. And then Robin getting fitted, having the boys and Juan get fitted for their suits or whatever. And Karen gets Robin the little veil. You know, they all got gifts or whatever when they first got to Mexico. Child, Robin veiled and fell off. That thing flew away, okay? The veil don't even give a damn. Robin may never get married, yada, yada, yada. But that was a little funny moment. Yeah, so they give vibrators, and somebody got a flashlight. I don't remember if it was Giselle who got I forget, but one of the ladies got a flashlight, and it was, oh, hee hee ha ha, we could sit around and look at each other, you know what I'm saying, for JJ's after dinner or whatever, and have a little scientific experimental hour, whatever they had going on. But yeah, that was pretty much the gist of that episode. Yeah, a lot of confusion, a lot of escalation. Child, I have more questions than answers. So we'll see next episode. Oh, and then Ashley goes somewhere. She's sitting up there talking about her and Michael. Michael sent her some balloons and stuff for her birthday. You know, that's cool. That they had a moment. They were sitting there with the kids and they was holding hands. And Ashley don't know if she still wants to go through with the portrait. Girl, goodbye. Go somewhere with that storyline. Okay. Go somewhere with that. It's just gone. Okay. But y'all let me know what y'all think about it. Drop your thoughts down below. What do you think the beef is with Sharice and Karen and Jacqueline and Mia? Drop it down below, okay? It's your girl Telly, TelliVision87 is the channel. Thank y'all for watching this review. If y'all want to check out some of my reviews for Love and Hip Hop Family Reunion, make sure to scroll back and check those out, all right? Talk to you guys soon. Peace.